Hello again, Jakson here. Welcome to the channel. Nice to have you as always on my little corner of the interwebs where I talk about WordPress quite a bit. Block theming, modern WordPress development with full site editing and all that lovely modern stuff. And if that's your vibe and you're new here, why not consider subscribing if you find this useful? Anyway, last week I sent out a newsletter, an actual my weekly newsletter, 84 weeks after the very first one I sent out. Anyway, there's another one coming this week. It's already written, ready to go. And if you want to sign up for that, there's the link up there. And there's a picture of the form that you can fill in. Anyway, I mentioned in last week's newsletter about this new thing that's happened in the WordPress admin. And it's quite honestly, breathtakingly refreshing to see something like this happen. And it's not the UI. It's not the data views, this new interface that you see mostly in the full site editor list views and all that sort of stuff. No, it's actually a new thing on the featured plugins tab when you go to add new plugin. And you'll see what I'm going to give a quick demo of it. And you'll see what I mean in a second, because after, I don't know how many years and years and years, when you go to featured plugins, you see the same ones week in, week out, month in, month out, year after year. Anyway, it really is like so simple and such a brilliant idea. Thanks to Nick Hamza for sorting that out. Link is to his post about that. And let's have a look at this quite remarkable, brilliant, simple new thing in the WordPress admin. Right then, so WordPress dashboard, usual vibes going on. If we go to plugins, add new plugin, we get this. Okay, what's the thing? Well, this looks completely different to how it used to look because it's now got lots of different lovely things to look through. Lots of new featured, properly featured plugins that you might need a use for. Now, let's go have a look at what it used to look like for about 8,000 years. If we switch over to this tab that's got the Wayback Machine looking at January the 1st of this year. Now, doesn't this, let's just get rid of the top there. Does this look a bit more familiar? Do you know what I mean? It's like ingrained in your head, And yeah, it was always Ascomet, it was always Jetpack, it was always Gutenberg, it was probably, I mean, they did swap them out a little bit, but it would be swapped out for something that wasn't really going to take the average user's attention to go have a look at it and go, oh, actually, I'll remember that for next time. Or, oh my God, that's exactly what I need. Anyway, so that's the Wayback Machine. It actually obviously now looks like this. And these are the current featured plugins. And it changes every 2 weeks, I believe. So you've got Ollie Menu Designer going into core. Well, a version of, it's not going to be as good as Ollie Menu Designer, but anyway. There's a slider, block slider. The Internet Archive Wayback Machine, a little bit ironic, which is for fixing broken links, which is a bit of a double-edged sword, because if you've got a broken link, it could be because you deleted the page, but you forgot to redirect it to somewhere else. And if you've forgotten to do that, and it goes back to the old page that you don't want people to see, it's not a great solution. Do you know what I mean? There's MailerPress, not 100% sure what's going on with that being in there. Maybe it's super block-based, I'll have to take a look. There's a gallery block-based plugin, and there's an easy tabs block. And hold tight for that easy tabs block, because one of these, okay, it's the easy tabs block, it's my favorite. Right, let's go and have a look at the front end, because I want to take you through some of these plugins, because I thought, well, why not just spin a site up and have a look? And here's the slider. To be fair, I've got a slider plugin that I use all the time, but you see how gorgeous this is? This is a full width slider with a cover inside it, fading in, fading out, no huge amounts of pagination or arrows or stuff, but you can flick through them like that. Brilliant. This has got, you know, classic kind of gallery arrows navigation. You've got this kind of cover flow thing going on here, which is kind of groovy. And, you know, just another version. It's all kind of touch sensitive as well. So works great on mobile and on desktop with your touch. So let's just open that up. Because there are a few little caveats on this one. If I just inspect that, you'll see that it's too close. There's no settings for that in the plugin, so you need to add your own CSS for that, but it's just be a case of doing something like, you know, bottom 0, I believe, or we could do a negative, that kind of thing. Know what I mean? Okay, let's go and have a look at the back end of that. Let's go to our about page, which is our slider. And you see that really good stuff. Slider parent block, and inside there the slider, and you can literally put anything you like inside of here. We open that up. That's just an image. This one's just an image, but with different settings. And then on their main slider, you've got these sort of different bits and pieces. But like I said, there's a couple of bits that it might need a little CSS, but all good stuff. Next one is this. Well, I'm going to go gallery block first. So a gallery, we've got a gallery in WordPress, and in WordPress 7, if you click on stuff, it's going to open in a light box and you can scroll through them. This is the basic default entry of the images. Let's get to the back end of that. It's there, and you see we've got our block there, our gallery block, and we can choose tiles, masonry, squared or justified. Well, I mean, if you're going to have a sort of grid like that, unless your images are really weirdly shaped, it's straight square for me. Can do that in default WordPress now. And of course, we want to enable the light box. Save that, and it's all good to go. But like I said, WordPress core will do that now, and you can do your aspect ratios for the actual images in the grid on WordPress core coming in. WordPress 7 on the 9th of April is also the lightbox swipiness. Good thing here is that you've got different settings for how many columns you want on mobile, etc. Of course, you can do the usual things like add links and stuff, which is great. You've also got, let's go back to the actual main plugin. So you've got Masonry, come back to you in a second, and you've got Justified as well. Okay, just a thing on that Masonry. This is using the CSS hack, so you save that. Have a quick look in the front end, and yeah, great. Looks wonderful. Looks wonderful on here. Looks wonderful on Chrome. Doesn't work on Safari. Look at that. See that little in there? This is because it's using CSS column count or something like that. I actually did a video about that a couple of years ago, because when I discovered it, I was like, brilliant, masonry. I don't care. It's not true masonry in the way the items inside are ordered, but it doesn't work on Safari. And I just found that out. So I've got a nice little updated video for masonry using custom code coming up on the channel. Right. Last one quickly, get back to that on the front end, is the tabs. Now this, for me, dearest WordPressers, is my number one favorite. It's sorely needed in WordPress core. Everything else we can do already. This is the first tabs plugin that I've come across that is absolutely awesome. Let me take you through it. So I've got this, this is the sort of default. I've just added some different words to the buttons, and you know, you just tab through them, and it was funky and dandy. I've just styled this one with some round corners. I'll show you that in a sec. It's got vertical. It's got buttons at the bottom, or tabs at the bottom and tabs on the right. So very flexible. Let's go and have a look at that one, which is here. And yeah, you see what is great about this is that it's got so there's the tab main container. I've just put it in a group to give it some padding top and bottom. So we've got the tabs main container. Inside there you can put tab buttons and the tab content, and you add a tab button to the tab buttons, and you get to do that all in the UI by clicking add tab, and it will throw it in there, and you away to the races you are. Delete that for a sec. So this is how this one's laid out. It's like the default, so it's always got this margin between these two elements. But again, you can put anything in there. You can also put like anything you like in here. So you can put images, you know, so you could grab an image and make that the tab selector. Obviously a little just experimental at this, you know, at this point. But do you know what I mean? So you can have icons in there and blah, 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 blah. Just absolutely super flexible because it's pure block based, and other blocks can go in any of your other blocks. So all I've done on this one is between the two sort of main sections, I've just sorted out the spacing. So it's got more of a classic look and put some more roundedness in there to give that sort of absolutely classic. And that's just the tab vertical vibe. And if we go and have a look at the tabs block, when you insert it for the first time, you can choose patterns. So there is a pro version of this, but what I like about it is that they're not really throwing it down your gob. It's there if you want it, and there's some beautiful designs. You know, I'm very much a start from scratch kind of dude, but that's very cool if that's your thing. You know, stuff like pricing, which basically is just, that's the tab block there. That's the tab buttons there. You get me? So obviously you can make all that without the pro, but go support these guys. What I like about it is they don't throw it down your face. It's when you get something like this on your interface. Let's go back to, let's just close that down. Don't save that. Look at Galleryberg. My dear Galleryberg plugin developers, this is just a sales page and it's living in my admin. There's no functionality here whatsoever apart from telling us what version we're on and the features that come with it, all of which we'll kind of know anyway. Plus, there's no links to go and do anything else other than buy your stuff. It's a sales page. Don't put that in my admin sidebar. Thank you very much. Anyway, the new featured tabs blog is absolutely mega. Very welcome. I've discovered a couple of plugins that I'm going to be using. And there's one, where is it? This one. Oh, there's a good pop-up plugin here that I'm going to review along with this one. Now, let me tell you, this has been out since September, I believe. And it kind of does what WordPress needs to do with its responsive settings, or lack of them, I should say, but full tutorial coming up with that. It's not going to replace my CSS framework for responsiveness. No. And you can see, just for argument's sake, you can see when this was on the advanced tab of the plugin repo for that plugin. So on Ollie, you can see where it was featured. Look how many installs are going on here. You know, same with that slider. Look at that. That's when all the installs were going on. It drops right off when it stops being featured on that page. Look at this. Mental. Anyway, well done. Best thing that's ever happened in the admin in ages. Simple, to the point, brilliant, pushing forward with cutting edge decision making within the WordPress admin. Get your comments in below. Let me know what you think. Don't forget to sign up to that newsletter. And if you want a bit more WordPress action, that's your video right there. But until next time, I shall see you later.